What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror creature feature film review. Today we're going to talk about The Wasp Woman. This is a film that was released sometime in June 1959 and is directed by the legendary Roger Corman. Now, he's done films like The Little Shop of Horrors, but then he go on to do a lot of other unique stuff like The Mask of the Red Death, House of Usher, and even the first Fantastic Four movie, which is insanely hard to find nowadays. And this had a budget of $50,000. And so, yeah, Roger Corman's the king of the low budget film industry. He's produced hundreds of movies, he's directed like 80 or so. And this is one of his earlier works. The Wasp Woman is about a young woman who is running her beauty like makeup and stuff company, and they're trying to come up with a new serum to help decrease aging, and turns out wasps have some impact on it, so she starts using it and she tries it on herself, which ends up making her turn into a human wasp hybrid where she ends up becoming bloodthirsty and goes and starts killing off some people, and she's hiding it from her fellow colleagues until they find out. So this is a unique film. It has a lot of good character development in this one. I actually really enjoyed the characters in it. They had some pretty well-developed ones, especially the lead role in that. And yeah, and that they do try to make an inventive story with what they have. Now, this is actually it's a little more slower, and it definitely doesn't really show tons of the Wasp Woman, but still, it has, you definitely tell it's a knockoff of The Fly that came out probably around the same time, I'd say. I haven't seen that movie forever, so also if you want me to review that, let me know. But yeah, so it kind of feels like a knockoff of that, but they do a good job of they do their best at explaining what's going on, and yeah, the characters you do feel for them when they get attacked and stuff, and it has some very unique scenes and a pretty interesting ending to it. I thought the story itself was very inventive, and overall I thought it was a pretty amusing movie. It's a little slower probably for some people. Also, this is a black and white, so the cinematography is very stationary, and I know half the people watching this probably won't even watch it because it's in black and white. But yeah, still, I thought this film was actually pretty good and entertaining. I'm a sucker for the old 1950s monster movies, so I actually really enjoyed this one, and I thought it was pretty fun and inventive. It had some pretty good characters, and overall, I thought it was better than some of the movies that come out nowadays. So I'm going to give The Wasp Woman a 2.5 out of 5. It was amusing enough, and it's only an hour long, so it's a good way to burn a quick hour if you have nothing to do and you want to turn your brain off and watch some mindless monster movie. This one is one of those so bad it's good ones, so you can definitely check it out. It is streaming on Screenbox and on Tubi, so I'll link one of those down below so you can watch it for free down below. And also make sure you check out my Instagram, there's a link down below. It's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also my Letterbox down below, daily reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below, reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms to include this channel. Like this video, share it to more people, wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streamers, if I want to hear my opinions on the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to catch them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. If you find something weird, obscure, and all day, probably never thought of checking that together. And also, so hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, we're going to go into some more Big Evil 8 movies next. And some more so bad it's good creature features. So we're going to do Kong Island, which is also known as King of Kong Island, in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. And yeah, watch out for all those beauty supply CEOs turning themselves into monsters, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.